in this movie, we are going to compare the if statement to the case of statement. These are two conditional statements that allow you to compare the value of something versus something else in order to fulfill a condition. Now, we have worked with the if statement, and we are picking up where we left off in the previous movie, the timeline control movie. As you can see, the code remains the same, and I have 4 if statements that basically are saying if I click on any of the buttons on the stage that have been pre-named, I will be able to jump between within one state within the plain movie to another state, basically moving from one frame to another, and I don't have to do it linearly. Now, for this, like I said, we have done a bunch of if statements. We have created 4 if statements. There is another type of statement called the case of statement, and this is actually called a switch statement. And the switch allows you to compare in a less amount of code the states, or the different conditions that you're trying to match up. So how does that statement look? Well, let me remove all the if statements from here, and let me actually copy this code. This is code that I had created before, and let me walk you through what this code does. This code is basically doing the exact same thing as the if statement. The switch is basically calling what is the event, what am I looking at as an event. And so we're looking for the event target name. We're looking for the name of whatever it is that we're clicking on. So it's saying switch, what's my event? My event target name is, and then I'll say if the case is that the name is button 1, then do this, go to and boom, and then break. If the case is button 2, then do this and then break. The break statement puts a stop to the whole loop. It just checks once, and as soon as it hits a break, then it doesn't have to check the rest of the different statements. It only checks up to that point, basically stopping the code at that point. If I click again, let's say I click on button 4, it's going to check 1, it's not it, 2, it's not it, 3, it's not it, 4, that's the one, then I'll go to execute and then break. And as you can see, it's telling you basically the go to and stop, just the same as we had with the if statements. Let me undo so you guys can see that it's basically the same call. Plain, go to and stop. 1, play, go to and stop 2. So the code, it's very similar. It's basically the exact same code. The only thing that changed is that this seems to be a little bit cleaner visually, and it's easier to decode if should you get an error. So let's test this movie and see if it works. As you can see, the action results are the same. So the switch and the if statements do the exact same thing. Now, it's one better than the other? The choice is yours. Whatever it is that you're working with that makes it easier for you, that is your choice. But as you can see, the results of the code turn out to be the same. There's really no difference other than the syntax.